Hello everyone and welcome to my first ever live stream. So this is definitely not going to go as well as I hoped. I'm already forgetting to click things over here. Joker's Favor, how's it going? If you see me looking over here, my computer's over here. But what we're going to be doing tonight is I have some Rise sample collector's box and a Rise sample 2 box that was sent to me from the people at Rise. So thank you to them. I had run a giveaway about 2 weeks ago and had 2 winners for that. So they'll be getting a collector's sample pack and I'll just show these, and a sample 2 pack. So the reason that the giveaway was delayed was because this just came out and was sent to me at the end of last week. So for those that don't know, Rise is a game by Francois Vanarelli. It already had its Kickstarter last October, and the Kickstarter is shipping hopefully next month. Everything does seem to be on track there, but they've released 2 sample boxes so far. This one came out around the time that the Kickstarter was live, and this was to show what the collector's cards look like. Every card in the packs here is a holo. This just came out, and it's to show what the booster box design looks like, as well as the booster, the standard packs. So it's going to have, I believe, 7 non-holos and 3 holos in these. So for tonight, we're going to be giving away 2 of these. The winners for those was Wayward Caster and Keep Running. I'm going to throw in a pack of each of these sample 2s with those. I don't want to cut this. Oh no, it hurts. And then we're going to run a live giveaway tonight as well. So if you are in the chat, if you type in #Rise, you will be entered into the giveaway that we're going to do at the end of the stream here. Now, I do want to stretch this out a little bit. So there's 36 packs in the green box here. So I will be opening 10 tonight for myself. We'll see what we get. And then saving some for next week. And I'm going to be pulling some out for the rest of the giveaways as well. Wow, that's really nice. The texture on that. You can't feel it in the stream, but hopefully I can show that off really well here. So this box is beautiful. The box is actually textured, so the green gal here is smooth, and everything else is textured. And it's like if you run your fingernail across it, you get a nice feeling there, and it adds some extra reflectiveness to that box. This is a beautiful box. Got this Rise symbol on the bottom there. It's actually really sturdy for what you would normally find in a booster box. So we will open that up. This is very similar. So this is the pristine level up, and the way they do the foiling both on this box and on the card, you can see it in the light there. They do the selective foiling as an effect for the glow of the card there. And if we pull a pristine level up, I can show you that. If we don't pull one, I'll show you one from my collection. I actually do have a full sample set of Rise already. Each of the collector boxes comes with a lenticular card. This is Atlas. So this is one of the summoners in the game. The lenticular cards are just amazing. I've never actually seen this one before. But they have some extras in the Kickstarter as well for the Binding of Isaac, if you've ever played that. Isaac is one of the summoners in the game with their partnership there. All right, so I've never done a live opening before. Let's see how this goes. We will start with the collector sample for Wayward. He was the first winner last week. The way they did the pull tabs on these packs, which these packs are beautiful, they put the pull tab in the middle. So it is not recommended to pull in the middle. It just kind of rips off the corner. So I will be cutting cleanly across the top here, and I'll ship the pack with the winner. So So there's 2 big chase cards in the collector's packs, and I'm going to open it this way, which would be the Pristine Level Up, which is featured on the purple or the pink box that I showed, and something called the Golden Clover, which hopefully we will show today. What really brought me to Rise is, let's see if you can see, yeah, you can see that every card, whether it be non-hollow or hollow, has rainbow gilding, has a nice thick cardstock, and even the backs of the cards have selective texturing. So these are really high quality cards from a collector's perspective. These are amazing to have in your collection. From a player's perspective, it's nice, thick, it feels great to play with. So the quality is just top notch with Rise. Something that really, as soon as I held these in my hand, I was like, yep, I want to do some content for these. All right, so let's see what Wayward got. We have the Signet Ring of Sacrifice. We have the Perfectionist Spellcaster. Beautiful card. Oh, I think he might have gotten one of the best packs here. We have Wrath. Yep, the 7 Sins Sloth. Lust. Gluttony. And I'm going to sleeve all these after. Pride. Envy. And Greed. Oh, and one more. Dark Temple. Awesome. So there was one problem with these collector's boxes, and really not a problem when you hit this, is that the packs, anytime that you hit one of the 7 Deadly Sins, you get all of them. So there was a determined order that all of the cards were packed in. So if you actually know what's in every single pack, as soon as that first card is shown, you know exactly what the rest of the cards are. So in this case, as soon as I saw Wrath, I knew, okay, the rest of the 7 Deadly Sins should be in here. These are a chase in Rise for the collector samples. So definitely, Wayward, if you're here, hold on to these. They will fetch a pretty penny. And the art there is amazing. Sloth, I need to be actually careful with showing that one, because that one has nudity in it, and I don't want to get a strike. So some of the cards in the samples, the collector samples, were a little more open in terms of their art. There are cards that had nudity in the collector samples that are now clothed in the standard boxes. I know Sloth is one of the ones that Francois didn't want to alter, so I am curious to see what that end result is in the standard box. Being more humanoid, I could see that one passing, but we'll see. So great hits there. I actually need to get these in top loaders. Like I said, I've never done a live opening before, so I'm just kind of taking it as I go, figuring out how this works, and going from there. It just feels nice to hold these. The Joker, if you're still here, do you have any Rise yet? Super stoked for the Kickstarter to ship hopefully next month. The collector's boxes from the Kickstarter actually are going to have numbered gold cards in those as well. It's 1 in 10 boxes for the collector's boxes, 1 in 20 for the standard boxes for numbered cards. So relatively common in the grand scheme compared to, you know, what you consider a secret rare for some of the others. There's going to be a lot of different versions you can get for the numbered cards. Just the one card you were gifted. Okay, so you was it a collector or a late Patreon? Did it have the gilding on the side? Because that's basically what these are here. Are kind of what was in the August Patreon packs or the sample packs. And you have a really good shot of walking away with some tonight, if you continue to be one of the only people here. All right. Oh, this feels thicker somehow. Maybe about the same. All right. So standard 2. Doesn't say how many cards are in it, but we'll see. I believe it's 10. I think it's 7 non-hollow, 3 hollows. Again, these are for Wayward Caster. I knew when I booked this stream too that it was going to be low turnout. We do have native for MetaZoo being opened by a lot of different stores right now. Hey, God Tank. So these will ship theoretically in May. I'll just bring that up. If you want to pre-order and miss the Kickstarter, Immortal Workshop has some on his site. He did get a larger bundle for the LGSs. There's a link in the description below for my affiliate link that'll get you 10% off at his store if you just want to take a look at that. But those should be shipping within the next month and a half. Rational, awesome. One of the ones that has the dualities, irrational being the other. All right, let's take a look at Wayward's sample 2s. We have Flying Skeleton, and if you look here, even the non-hollows have a nice texturing on them, and the non-hollows still have. I bring them all up. The non-hollows, like I said, they still have the gilding, so they have the same quality that the full hollows have, and the backs are also selective texturing. So you're really not losing any quality with the non-hollows here, or non-foils, I should say. I believe it's foiling, not hollowing. So there's Flying Skeleton. We have one of my favorites, Masso. This one also has a counterpart, Sato. Sato and Masso are really cool. So Masso, one of your summoners, gains 1 HP each time one of your actions fail. And I believe Sato is one of your summoners gains 1 HP every time one of your opponent's actions fail. We have Kilaz, one of the cards that affects doors. Z Destructor. Unfortunately, I haven't played the game yet, so I'm not completely up to date on what the best cards are for playability. I do know a few. So we have Make a Wish here. So this gets you extra stock or ether when you flip a coin. So that could turn a game for you. We have No Way. I'm going to sleeve these after just to kind of get through them a little faster. Efficient level up with a rank 4 level up. So there's level up cards for your summoners that give them more abilities. And actually I can show you a summoner now because that's the next card. So each of them has an ability and a number next to it. So you start out at level 1, so Atlas can use his level 1 ability. You would then play a level up to give your summoner an extra level to use that next ability. And rank 4 has an extra ability to it that you gain a stock. So the rank 3, 2, and 1 level ups have better abilities added to them on top of that. So again, here's Atlas. And this is the same card that we got for the lenticular. The lenticular actually has different coloring on the art. Yeah, God tank. The backs are amazing. just the quality altogether. I mean, these cards, you hold them, you know they're not going to bend from any kind of foiling effects or anything like that. We have our first holo. It's an incubator. This is a rare card. So the rares, oh, sorry, the text there's in the way. The rare is indicated by the symbol at the bottom, the rarity. For the foil cards, it is gilded. So this circle, basic circle, is just regular rare. We have Masso. So here's the foil Masso. Let's see if I can get some. This is a hard one because it's dark. Some foiling, yeah. So you can see the selective foiling around the eyes there to help with the glowing effect of the eyes. Here is see the non-holo does not have that extra foiling effect and the glow from the foiling as well. So it's good to compare there. A little bit of both. All right, and we have for the last holo, efficient level up in holo. So the background there is holo. Beautiful card. So those were Wayward's pulls. I see Keep Running here. So Keep Running is gunning for a pristine level up, which is well, I can't really show it here, which is this card here. Been trying to collect one for a while. Been talking about that. So hopefully we can pull you one in the next pack. Just get these cards situated here. Get our holos and some top loaders. So Keep Running. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I did the pulls for Wayward, and he had the 7 Deadly Sins from the collector's packs. So unfortunately, those are off the table, but fortunately for you, if there is a pristine level up in this box, it is still in there. All right. Let's get these set aside for Wayward. All right. So let's move on to opening the giveaway for Keep Running. Tank, I did get the Kickstarter. I think I got a half case for Cryptic. I ended up using it for trade because it did so well, mostly for Rise actually, and that's after I saw the quality of these cards. So Cryptic, I think it's definitely gaining popularity. I think it's a good game, but I think it just wasn't really my style. So, you know, I ended up getting rid of it, but no, incredibly popular. Yeah, I hope it does well. Tanner seems to know what he's doing, which is good. So, you know, of the games that are out there that I feel like are succeeding, you know, we've had a lot of TCGs come into the market in the last, 2 to 3 years. Of the ones that are out there, I think they have one of the best shots at succeeding from what I've seen. All right, so these are for Keep Running. We have Showdown, Destructor, Key of Light, Casual Browsing, protection mirror, madness, abduction, felicity, slime slug, and headacomb. That's the last one. Yep. So we didn't get you that pristine level up. We are going to do a sample 2-pack with this as well. So there is a shot at hopefully a pristine level up in those packs from the second run of samples. I don't know if you guys have watched the bottom. If you type #Rise into chat, you'll be entered for a giveaway for a collector's sample pack and a sample 2-pack today. And then I have another giveaway running in my Discord for next week to give away another collector's sample pack and sample 2. So when Francois had sent me this box, the stipulation was that I had to give every single pack away ripped. They don't want anything really sealed in the wild. Same with these. Everything in here has to be ripped, which I completely agree with. So my plan, for those that didn't catch it earlier, I'm going to be giving away a couple of these a week leading into the Kickstarter alongside a sample 2-pack. So I'm going to pull out, what do we got? We're going to be left with 7 of these after tonight. Pull 7 more of these out, stick them with this box to make sure that everybody getting a collector sample also gets a sample 2-pack. I'm going to open 10 of these tonight for myself. And then next week we will rinse and repeat the giveaway results and hopefully find a way to give away more. Maybe do some more live, depending on how many people show up. I know right now I'm competing with everybody that is watching Native be opened for MetaZoo. So a lot of my followers are on the MetaZoo side, and Native does have the go-ahead for partners that have it to open it, rip and ship. So that's where a lot of people are tonight. All right, let's get the sample 2-pack open. Keep running. Good luck on the pristine here. All right, so let me fix my browser here. There we go. Yeah, the Piazza. I think Dr. Cards opened 48 boxes and got 3 of them and only 1 Wendigo. So Wendigo seems a little harder. All right. What do we got? We have a... Got to get used to my streaming setup here. We have a non-hollow Seda. We saw Masso in Wayward's Pulls. So Masso and Seda go together. This is gain 1 stock each time an opponent's action fails. We have Ravenous Imp. Vacuum Cleaner from Hell, which just, it makes me think of Brave Little Toaster. That movie scarred me for life. We have one of our cats, Flying Mistigri. Honestly, cats is one of the reasons I looked into this as well. Mirthil is one of my favorite cards. Hopefully we pull one of those so I can show you that. Generous level up. So this is the rank 3 level up. We've seen rank 4 with Wayward's Pulls. So the effect here is the target summoner gains 1 level, and on top of that you draw a card. Where rank 4 was you got to have an extra stock. So this is one of the cards that in the original art was nude. She did not have a dress on. This is one of the ones that was fixed for, I say fixed, I know Francois didn't want to fix the art. This is one of the ones that was changed for the general release. Divine Dance. Earthquake. The other art for Atlas, so we have seen Atlas in Wayward's Pulls, and again the lenticular has both of these arts in mirrored form. Let's see if I can get a better angle. There we go. So we've seen that one. That's the one that Wayward pulled in blue. This is the one that we're pulling here, mirrored in blue. Same effects, just alternate art. Our first holo is Icons of Destiny. Ooh, and we gave away everything. Sado, which is actually interesting because Wayward's pull seemed... I should have had you pick what tier you wanted. I apologize. Sado in full holo. And generous level up. So we have the non-holo and the holo generous level up. So I'll get these all sleeved up and in top loaders. Yeah, the art is a little all over the place. And I believe there are themes amongst the factions. So there is some lore behind this. If you go to their website, I don't know it off the top of my head. Some of the art is actually from past projects that Francois had worked on. Which, do we have any here? Do we pull it here? Z Destructor has one of those. I know we pulled a Z Destructor recently. Must be in Wayward's pulls. When I open some of these, I'll stop and show you what I'm talking about. But the kind of cartoony skeleton dudes were from a past project that Francois had worked on. Yeah, censored. Yeah, you know, there's obviously differing opinions. It's his art. I'm assuming you're talking about the nudity. So I get wanting to stay true to what you want the art to look like. However, I don't know how well, and maybe that's fine in France. You know, France is very different in terms of how they treat nudity and all of that. I don't know if it would do as well here in the U.S. And I think that's some of the feedback that Francois had gotten there as well. Is, you know, maybe it's fine for Europe because it is a little more free over there. But, you know, as soon as a kid's mom sees that, nope, not buying that anymore. I mean, I'm fine with it. I do have to figure out, well, if there's still nudity, depending on the art of the card, you know, is that okay to show on YouTube? And what I need to do about that. All right, so let's get these in some top loaders and keep running in Wayward. If you just want to send me your addresses, I will get these shipped out this week. This is good because I've had a backlog of some stuff I needed to ship out, so this is definitely gonna kick me into gear on that. And actually, Joker, send me your address too. We talked about that Piazza rug, rather, and I need to get that shipped out, and I honestly don't care how much it costs. You should have it. I don't know if you listened to the stream from Tormentic and Anthony Carras and CNO last night, but at one point Anthony was talking about how he had gotten rid of a card, he gave away a card because it meant more to someone else, and that's exactly how I felt for the Piazza rug promo. Was, you know, yeah, it's a cool card, but it definitely means a lot more to you. All right. I think we have three hollows in here. Get those in top loaders. Actually, I had to scramble right before I started the stream too because I realized I didn't buy extra top loaders, so I had to go unload some of mine. I'm prepared. That can't be the best card you own. I mean, it's a cool card, but I did see that in you had a picture of your Piazza shrine, and it was right in the center. That made me really happy. All right, I need to grab some sleeves. There we go. Okay, so I am going to open 10 of these for myself because I do want to start a collection of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Sorry, I realized I wasn't keeping the pack arts separated for you guys, so I put those with your stuff. I'll make sure those get sent. All right, and then once I'm done opening these, we'll just kind of look at some of the cards, see what we get. We will run the giveaway for the collector and the sample pack. I've definitely had some opportunities to learn how to play this game, but honestly, I'm not a huge fan of TTS, and I just, didn't really want to play with collector samples, so I was kind of waiting for these to come in, or really the Kickstarter next month. So let's see what we got here. We have Ziga. Okay, so this is the art, I believe, from Francois's earlier projects, these skeletal-looking creatures. So anything with like the Z Gunner, the Z Destroyer, Z Dogs. I've never actually seen that card before. That's pretty cool. So the collector sample didn't have this card. There's 110 cards in the collector's samples. There's, I think, closer to 130 or so, 120 in the sample 2. So there's definitely some cards in here that I haven't seen before. We have Grave Robber. Grave Digger does not look familiar to me either. That's cool. Frozen. Passionate. And this one actually has a bunch of different Easter eggs in it. So you can see you can see Pac-Man over here. Really just a lot of old gaming consoles and old game references. There's a Game Boy right there, the original Game Boy. I love looking at that card and finding all the different references. We have Second Breath. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know this was in the set itself. So Swahn is from one of the partnerships. Yeah, these are actually, I love the hollows on these as well. Hey, Harley, how's it going? Swahn is from a game called Guacamelee, so it is one of the cards from the 2 partnerships that I know about so far, Binding of Isaac and Guacamelee. I did not expect to see this in the set itself, so that's amazing. All right. Uh-oh. Well, that was a spoiler. Undead Morpher, which is actually one of my favorite arts here. So that's our first holo. We have Healthy Level Up in full holo, which is the rank 2 level up. It's not the highest level up. The pink one is the highest level up, right? So a rank 1. But this is one of the mascots for the set. So this card here, you actually see a lot on the Kickstarter campaign or the promotional material. Okay, 2 from the same pack. I will have to see if that is expected, because I necessarily wouldn't expect that. So I will make sure that I talk to Francois about that. It could be expected. I don't know how often you see that in other TCGs, but I also don't know how often multiple holos are in a single pack. So I am actually going to sleeve these real quick, just the holo ones, and then we'll move on to the next pack. So for those of us joining us a little late, if you type #Rise into the chat, you will be entered into a giveaway for the end of the stream for a collector pack and a sample 2 pack. Unfortunately, those do have to be ripped. I cannot send them sealed per the agreement I have with Rise for sending these packs to me. Yeah, I used to play Guacamelee a long time ago. I don't think I picked it up in a few years. But I do remember it was a lot of fun. So I was really excited to see the partnership with the 2 games that I actually really enjoyed to kill some time with. Oh, the sample 2s have all cards printed. So there's 308 cards printed in the sample 2s. Sorry, I thought it was a reduced set for testing. That's good to know. All right, we have Parasite. It's actually good. So I can a rink form or a mortar. I can build a deck from these and start playing. Captive skeleton. I'm actually going to have to comb through these because I've seen some of the art online, but I haven't read a lot of the cards. We have Lauvaya. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. And this is a summoner with 5 different levels. I've seen some of them have 3 levels. I think that's somewhat common. I don't think I've seen one with 5 before. So this is pretty cool. Barton Riddle. You might want to. I don't know if that got accepted with the space. So try that again, but without the space between the hashtag and the R. Oxo the cat owner. Gotta love my cat cards. Irresistible accumulation. Support. Wallum. Wallum. The full hollow parasite. That's pretty cool in full hollow with the parasite actually coming out of the eye in a different texture. And we have Lazarus, full hollow summoner. Very cool card. So again, yeah, this one has 3 levels. Lavia had 5. So you need to spend more of your level ups to get to the top tier of Lavia. Thanks, Barton. I appreciate that. Harley, if you're still here, did you end up opening the Valentine's and Christmas packs I gave you? So they actually have Valentine's and Christmas sets out already. Those are mini sets and very low population. There's 1,000 packs of each, and for the chase cards, the full hollow golds, there's only 100 of each. So you can pull some pretty rare stuff in those in the grand scheme. All right, put those over to the side. Pack number 3. Thanks, Harley. So this is my favorite of the default music in StreamYard. I'm always so nervous cutting that I'm going to cut the cards. There is a good amount of space between the cards on the top of the pack here. All right, we have the Exhumed. Never seen that one before. I'm definitely going to read that after. I'm actually really excited to keep running that you told me that, because I really want to take a look at these after. I know most of the ones from the sample, collector sample. Hard Skin. Closure. Felix the Destructor. The Swole Cat. Robot Morpher. You haven't unpacked from the water tower yet? There's definitely... Okay, I can't complain because my room has been a mess down here since the water tower. I just kind of came in and threw everything around until I was like, oh yeah, I need to open things. It's time to clean my desk. Angelic Morpher. So, Wayward, keep running. Thank you for the motivation to actually get my stuff together. We have Dark Clover. Another Undead Morpher. Full hollow. An Illumination. Full hollow. And, ooh, okay. And another Summoner, Tyran. And full hollow. Very cool. So the foiling, the light coming out of his mouth. Very cool. I'm hoping for a Mirthil now. Mirthil wasn't in the collectors. And Mirthil is hands down, well, that's my favorite summoner. It's not my favorite card. Favorite card is definitely Pristine Level Up. Mainly because of that selective foiling, but Mirthil is my favorite summoner. Hey, Wayward, you're here. Did you, Wayward, were you here in the beginning? Did you see your hits? right. See the next pack. I don't remember what number we're on. But Wayward, I'm happy to show you what you pulled if you weren't here in the beginning. All right. Before I open that pack, let's go over it. So you actually got one of the Chase collector's packs. You didn't get the pristine level up. Let's see, sample 2s, sample 1. So I'll go over the sample 2s after, and let's put these in an order from least to best. Okay, cool. So you got the Signet Ring, which is pretty cool. You got the Perfectionist Spellcaster, Dark Temple, and then I don't know if you're familiar with how these packs for the collector's box worked, but they were entirely mappable, I guess is the word. Maybe traceable? I don't remember the difference. But essentially they were all packed the same. So as soon as you kind of knew what that first card was and you were familiar with them, yeah, these cards are amazing. If you so you haven't actually seen Rise. This is cool. I'll show you something else after this as well, now that I have a good amount of my cards open here. So as soon as you open the packs, you kind of knew what was in them if you were familiar with them. Everything was packed in the same order. So when you got a 7-sin, in this case Gluttony, the entire 7-sin group was in that pack. So you actually got Gluttony, Lust, Sloth, Wrath, Envy, Greed, and Pride. And these are a chase grouping of cards for the Rise sample set. So definitely, you know, cherish those. Definitely cherish those. So I'm not going to take those out of the pack to show you. I'll show you the quality here in a second. For your sample 2s, for your non-hollows, you got No Way, Efficient Level Up, Atlas, which is one of the summoners, Make a Wish, Masso, Z Destructor, Helaz, Flying Skeleton. Those are your non-hollows. For your hollows, you got a full hollow Masso, full hollow Incubator, and a full hollow Proficient Level Up. So looking at the quality of these cards, let's see, let's take my hollows out of here. Non-hollow or not, they all have the same quality. So if you can see that there is texturing on even the non-hollows. So they have a nice premium feel. They're thick cardstock. The backs of the cards have selective foiling and selective etching. So there is actually a difference between some glossy and some textured. And every single card in Rise is rainbow gilded. So and I mean, they're on nice thick cardstock too. So these are amazing. As soon as I held them in my hand, I knew it was a game that I wanted to support. Yeah, Dark Clover is amazing. Really nice artwork. I'm joking. Yeah, the camera does them no justice. It's true. It's really hard to describe exactly the feeling of having these in your hands. So I'm really excited to start getting these in people's hands. I'm really excited that Francois agreed to send me one of these collector's boxes, you know, 8 months, 6 months, it was 6 months after, or 8 months now, 6 months after they originally sent to content creators. I had reached out and said, hey, you know, I like your game. I've seen some of the cards. You know, would you send me a collector's box to show off? And thankfully he agreed. So that was pretty cool. All right, so getting back into my sample 2 packs, we have a rank 2 spellcaster, a key, a hammer of destruction, a repair hammer. All right, summon target door from your cemetery back to your battle. Oh, that's cool. So that's for doors. Keying the Great, another key / door type card. Treasure. Clone Power. Oop. Spoilers. Hollow Clone. And then for our hollows, the first one, is Revenge. And again, the camera does no justice on this one. The coloring on this is a little dark, but this is one of my favorite cards. And in the Patreon, which I think I have it here somewhere, just not handy, there's a full art version of this as well. So that's pretty cool. Revenge. We have Rank 2 Spellcaster. Again, here's the holo version of that, or the foil version, and the non-foil. So you definitely have the same texturing, everything here. The only difference is that foiling, and it is selective foiling. So there's parts of the cards that don't have it in certain areas to add certain effects. And Greed, okay. Very cool. So one of the 7 sins. So in the sample 2s, you're not going to have that issue. Well, it's not really an issue if you're on the receiving end, where all of the 7 sins are clumped together. I do see we have a few more people joined. If you want to enter the giveaway for a collector sample pack and a sample 2 pack at the end of this stream, you can type #RISE into the chat and you'll be entered into the pool for that. All right, that goes there. I'm going to get those back out of the way. And then another cool thing, actually, I forgot about this until now, because the game isn't kind of officially out, and I don't think the rules for this are out yet, is there's going to be a, I believe it's called Dungeon Mode, where you can play solo. So not only can you play competitively against friends or whatnot, they are making a rule set in for solo play. So the cards aren't just pretty pieces of cardboard when they're sitting at home. All right, we have Paralysis, and they're really pretty cardboard. Cold, the Pit, Eye of Destiny, which is the logo for Rise, Golden Mirror, Mirror of Ugliness, Imitation, Alior Dagnus. It's a summoner. Very cool. Has 4 different levels. We have Dropout. I've never seen this one. Target creature loses all of its abilities. All right. We have the Pit, which we just pulled in non-holo. And we have another one of the 7 deadly sins. Pride. For those interested that didn't get in on the Kickstarter, Immortal Workshop does have product on their store right now for pre-order. And there is a link in the description below that'll get you 10% off at Immortal Workshop, so you can save on that. Those should be in hand in about a month's time. Thank you, Harley. So much anxiety cutting the packs. Not my favorite thing to do. All right, Electric Brain. Yes, Ultra Laser Unicorn. So there's a few unicorn cards as well. The Christmas pack also has a set of different alt art unicorns that go in that one as well. Wildcat. So another cat card. Paranoia. I don't want to think about pandemics. No, thank you. Non-holo, healthy level up. Dad Hat, how's it going? Precognition. Efficient level up. For our first holo, we have Contamination. Paranoia. And Money Training. Ooh, Money Training's interesting. During your turn, opponent's actions cost an additional 1 stock. And your actions are reduced by 1. I do want to learn the game. I want to work with, there's another channel on YouTube called Rise TCG Guild. I don't know if they're here tonight, but they do some gameplay videos and have offered in the past to teach me how to play. I just have not had the time to take them up on that yet. But I think it's time. With the Kickstarter coming out as soon as it is time. All right. I'm not gonna lie, Harley, I did not read this correctly from as far as ways I'm sitting. I thought this said Sup Hot Dad, and I thought you were hitting on Dad Hat. And I was a little jealous. A little jealous. We have Pandora's Door, The Fall, Wallum, Electronic Brain, Rank 2 Spellcaster. And this is actually a good opportunity while I remember. The rank means that's how many you can have in your spellbook. So, in your deck. So a rank 2, you can only have 2 of those in your deck. A rank 1, you can only have 1, rank 3, etc. So that's what the rank means. And then there's actually a mechanic called Ether in this game. So you have stock, which is your coins. You use those to trigger, that one doesn't have stock, to trigger abilities. And then you have Ether. The way you gain Ether is, let's see, do I have any rank infinites? I don't have any rank infinites in front of me. There is a rank called Rank Infinite, meaning you can have as many as you want in your deck. When rank infinite creatures die, you gain an Ether, and then you can use that for certain actions in the game as well. So the more of your rank infinite creatures that are dying, the more Ether you're collecting to then give you an advantage, and then turn the tide, hopefully, back. We have Mirador, and another Lazarus. I have to say, Harley, I agree with you with what you said the other day about doing a live stream. If I didn't have the music playing in my head, and I was just sitting here talking in silence to myself, it'd feel a little weird. It would feel a little weird. I don't. This is the first time I've ever done a lone live stream. I'm usually with other people. Yeah. And my challenge is, like, I'm one of those people that's completely fine with just silence. So I will happily just sit here awkwardly in silence if it comes down to it. And that's not what you do when you're doing a live stream. We have Ravenous Imp, Vacuum Cleaner from Hell, Flying Misdegree, Flying Skeleton, Cure, Z-Dinner, Paradise, Non-Hollow Healthy Level Up, Proteoform for our first hollow, Maximum Level, rank 1, for our next hollow. I love this card. I have this card in a, see if I can find it, because this is actually interesting for one of these packs here, the collector samples. So I have my full sample set here. In those cards, I do not have them in here. All right. There are gold variants to the card, so everything in the art is gold. It has some special lines down the side, special kind of little flair to the card. This is one of the ones that I have in gold that was gifted to me. Very cool card, though. The target summoner gains their maximum level and capacity points. So if you had the summoner that had 5 levels, they would immediately go to level 5. Access to any skill besides your maximum level skill is prohibited. Exclude this card from the game. So maximum level would leave the game. Your summoner could only use its maximum ability, but you could essentially unlock it right away. So that's pretty cool. And we have Harina the Satyr. So this was not in the collector samples. And there is a version of Harina in the Valentine's packs. Very cool. So there's a good selection of summoners. As we've seen, we've opened a good amount. I didn't keep track of that. But there's a lot of different ways, different abilities to play this game. A lot of different decks you could build. They do have pre-constructed decks that build around, food. There's a card called Master Chef, or Cats for the Mirthil. There's a skeleton deck. What are backyard breaks? That gives me the chills. I'm not a super hype guy. I'm pretty chill. I like chill. Chill is good. Chill is good. All right, 2 packs left that I'm opening for me, and then we will get to that giveaway. We have Z-Dogs, Grave Robber, Grave Digger. I feel like we've seen Grave Robber and Grave Digger side by side tonight. I feel like there's been a few instances of that. So I'm definitely going to go back through it and see if that's true. Global Morpher, which is basically just Groot. Not really, but kind of. Calm, Alchemist, High Voltage. Actually, I really like that art. I like that. I like a lot of Francois' art. So Francois has done, I believe, almost all of the cards. There's a few that have either had a guest artist or may have been done by someone else, but almost every card is his own unique art. We have a Full Hollow Keen, Full Hollow Global Morpher, and a Full Hollow Ancient Grimoire. We'll get those sleeved up. I am gonna need you keep running to teach me, if that's cool. I don't know if you're interested in doing content, or we could do it offline, either way, but that is something that I think people would be interested in, is, what are some key things to look for to build their decks, key things to look out for. And right now, there's really only 2 or 3 channels I can think of, at least, English channels, doing Rise content. So, very cool. The main chases. Oh, right. So I'm going to bring out my binder. Let's do this, because I actually have it handy. One of the ones, and I've seen this card go for more than $100, is called Pristine Level Up. So this is the rank 1 level up, and you can only have 1 in your deck. It has some of the best art, in my opinion. It has the selective hollowing around, let's see if I can get the light to hit that properly, around her hands to add to that glowing effect. The camera really does this no justice whatsoever. But in terms of playability as well, you have the targeted summoner gains 1 level, which is what all the level ups do. But the added abilities of what this is called Pristine Level Up is that the level can be cast after using your summoners. So you can use your summoners, you can then cast this level up to give it an additional level, and that summoner who gains the level straightens back up. So you're fatiguing or an unfatiguing in this game is called tilting and straightening. So when you use the ability, you tilt. When you run this level up, you straighten it back up and you can use it again. So in terms of playability and, in my opinion, art, that's the chase. And then another one that people really like is a I've heard this one be called the chase as well. Light clover flower. So for each source of damage received on one of your summoners, the light clover flower prevents 1 point of that damage. But the art on that is just also amazing. There's a ton of different cards in here that, playability-wise, are amazing. Art-wise, are amazing. You have the 7 Deadly Sins, or another chase, and Wayward ended up getting those tonight in his pack. So you have Greed, Envy, Gluttony, Sloth, Pride, Lust, and Wrath. Those collectively are a chase. You have cards, there's Showdown, and there's another one, they're not side by side, which is unusual, that go together. So you have a bunch of cards that actually play off each other. Sato and Maso is a good example of that. Yeah, at the end, so if you take some of the cards, like at the end, and Showdown, the art actually goes together on those cards. Oh, thank you, God Tank. Yeah, so this binder, it's actually a test binder from Immortal Workshop for a top loader binder. So I wanted to keep these in top loaders, obviously, because they are sample cards, but have a nice way to kind of go through them and display them. He doesn't have them on his store yet, but he will have them soon. And again, I have an affiliate link, 10% off, description below, that'll qualify for that as well. So keep an eye on his store. But yeah, I do plan on doing a separate video on this binder, actually. I don't know if I think I said it. I have every sample card from the collector sample, so that'll be a full set video there. I don't have all the golds, so technically not a full set, but I'm going to count it because there's only 3 to 4 of the gold cards in all of the collector's sample boxes. 15 in existence total, but some of those went to staff, so not all of them are easily attainable. And then this is the last pack I'm opening for myself, and then we will run that giveaway. We have Clone Bomber, Eye of Destiny, Skull of Limbo, Weight of Soul, Hourglass. Hourglass is another one that I've been told is a chase. So you spend one of your charges to invoke a card, and then for 3 stock, add a charge counter to this incantation. And I wish I knew more about exactly what that meant, but I don't play the game yet. Grim Dance, but playability-wise, I'm told that Hourglass is one of the more playable cards. The Holy Hand Grenade. Holy Hand Grenade, y'all. The binder holds 112 cards. Sorry, just seeing that question now. So for the collector's set, there's 110 in the collector's sample set. Basically, it fit all but 2, or not all but 2. It fit everything and then had 2 open. Math is hard, everyone. If you're bad at math, you do videos like this instead. Mask of Darkness. Portal. Oh, Full Hollow Swahn. So Swahn is one of the partner cards. So they partnered with Guacamelee. If you didn't catch that earlier, I pulled a non-hollow version of Swahn. So Rise is set in a multiversal universe, and that really just opens them up to partner with anyone, which is really cool to me. So Binding of Isaac has some partnerships with the Kickstarter. I'm gonna take my head. I'll be right back. think I have it really right here, and it's one of my favorite cards, actually. Oh, here is, take it out of the top loader so you can see it better. The gold version of maximum level, so it has the gold inlay on the sides and slightly different coloring on the art there. Where is Isaac? Okay, I don't know where Isaac is, unfortunately. I have one more spot to check. It would be one of the 2 cards I didn't grab. So in the Kickstarter, this was sent to me with my box here. So this isn't technically released yet, but with the Kickstarter, there is a Binding of Isaac lenticular. Hey, Streamy! How's it going? You are a wild card. All right. Let me clean up in front of me here, and we will run that giveaway. So everybody that is here, if you haven't already, hashtag Rise in the chat, and you will be entered into the giveaway that we are just about to run for a collector pack and a sample 2-pack. There's also a giveaway in my Discord. So the link for that is in the description below. Oh no, this is why I don't do these. The link for that is in the description below. And there is a giveaway running in that channel. The link should bring you directly to the giveaway channel for next week's giveaway for a collector's pack and a sample pack. I will likely open a few more packs for myself next week, and then live do another giveaway like the one that we're about to do. So don't miss that. And then now that we have amassed a good amount of cards here, I left Streamy's message up because I love you, Streamy. I do. You make me say weenie a lot. All right. All of the cards, these are all non-holos. All of the cards in Rise are rainbow gilded, regardless of the rarity, regardless of if they are holo or foil. Every card has selective etching on the back, so you have glossy spots for the swirls, you have some textured spots for everything else here, and glossy for the logo. So a lot of detail in these cards. Francois puts quality first for what he's doing. So these just feel amazing to have in hand. So I'm really excited for people to start getting these. The Kickstarter ships in about a month. I don't think we have an exact date yet. Well, I live to let you down, Streamy. All right, I'm just gonna catch up on chat now that Streamy's here. It's very active. He likes to talk. No, I love you. I'm sorry. Giggities. All right. Woo! All right. Seen these open on Opossum's channel. The art is sick on these. Yeah, you know, a lot of reasons to open these. So I hope somebody wins the. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out how to run this. I think I need to do a screen share here. So screen share. Brave tab. Window. Rise. All right. Again, I'll give everyone a minute here. Hashtag Rise in the chat if you want to be entered for this giveaway. I don't know what's going to happen necessarily when I click this button. It's the first time I've ever used the giveaway tool, but they say it makes it easy. It's not going to be as fun as a duck race, I don't think, or anything like that, but at least it does all the work for me. 9 entries! Somebody else got in. I'm glad I waited. Anyone else? Going once? Going twice? Let's try it. feel like there needs to be sound for this. Hey, keep running. You are getting a second collector's edition pack and a second sample 2. Congratulations. All right, so this is going to be another shot for your chase, the pristine level up. Or the gold card. Maybe you'll get the gold card. We haven't hit the gold card yet. Let's do this. Streamy, doing this stuff is hard live alone. I don't know how you do it. Should we start with the sample 2 and get to the bigger one second? What do you guys think? I'm going to cut this one while we decide. Nobody's deciding. Okay, I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna start with the sample 2. We're gonna lead into the big one. All right. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna save your pack art. Keep running is on this side. All right. This is for the sample 2 packs. We have. Let's get it right up in there. Restoration. Masso. Not alone, we're all here. That is true. That is true. We have a Domain of the Dead, which is one of my favorite arts. This in a hollow form is amazing. What is this? Mute? I have not seen this card. No action can be activated during this turn. Interesting. All right. All right. Global Morpher. We've seen that one a few times tonight. Clone Sergeant. Door of Destiny. Blast Core Factory. A full hollow Z-Dogs. Oh, that's cool with the eyes. That is really cool. All right. Full hollow Z-Dogs. Oh, I see something good in the book. All right. Full hollow Masso. Which I think you got the full hollow Sato in your first pack. And we have Summoner R182. So this is a Summoner with only 2 levels. And the mod in the Rise chat named himself R182. Very cool card. So that has all this, kind of like a rainbow coloring coming off. You can't really. It looks much better in person. I gotta be honest there. And the sample card for this one is really interesting. I do want to show that real quick because I think it's a sample card. Might be one of the Patreon cards, which I don't know off the top of my head where I put my Patreon cards. Is it the sample? It is the sample. Awesome. The collector's sample looks very different on this one. So let's pull that out. So the collector's sample is a digitized version. Everything is in binary. So if you actually do translate it, it translates to, R182 at the top, R-182, and the text all translates properly. But it is one of my favorite from the collector's sample because it is so different from what they've done. Jeeps, yes, that is correct, Streamy Weenie. Jeeps is R182 in the Rise Discord. Nope, not on eBay. Yeah, streamers are now getting their sample 2s. Streamy, did you open yours yet? Did you do anything with yours? I know you did a stream since you got it, but was that for the sample 2s? I missed that stream that night. All right. I did not have any more. I didn't plan properly. I did not pull enough of the top loaders, so I'm just going to set those aside, and I promise I'll top load these as soon as we're done. All right, now for the big ones. Good luck on the pristine level up. here we go. We have Divine Hunt, which is one of my favorites. So many of them are one of my favorites. What am I talking about? They're all so good. Antimatter. I really like this one with the coloring in the foiling. Resurrection Prophecy. Unfortunately, Mordorian, we just ran that giveaway. I did not take the message out of the ticker. I apologize. Rational. This is, I believe, the one that Joker's Favor said he has already. This has a counterpart, Irrational. I'm going to move the scissors there. We have Blast Corporation. Mimic. Classic Depiction. Quinoa. Lance. Skeleton King is a huge one for the undead decks. I keep wanting to say spellbooks. You can tell I come from the MetaZoo world. Skeleton King. And White Flame. So unfortunately, on the second try, we still did not get the pristine level up, but you can try again next week. So for those of you that are here, there is a giveaway running in my Discord. The link is in the description below. We're going to do another live stream next week to give away a collector's edition pack and a sample 2-pack from that giveaway in the Discord. We'll also do another live giveaway next week, and maybe there'll be some other ones thrown in. I'm not quite sure yet. I do want to make sure I get through these by the time the Kickstarter comes out, or around the time the Kickstarter comes out. I got started a few weeks later than I expected, and then MetaZoo had the water tower in Mason, Ohio, and I kind of got behind a little bit because of that. And here we are doing our first opening, but we got through 3. So that's good. That is good. That's 30% of the box. So if we can do that for the next couple weeks, probably 2 for the next couple weeks each week, we should finish that up around the time that the Kickstarter starts shipping. I'm Rise and Grind over here, Streamy. Get it right. I have so many names. So for those that don't know, for those that are here from the Rise side, I do my MetaZoo content under Cryptid Nation News. I do my Rise content under Rise and Grind, which you can see the logo right there. I thought it was clever. And it's really confusing because I've renamed this channel so many times, and then on top of that now I'm adding in different names for the type of content I'm doing for the games that I'm, truly covering. So, all right, that's all I had for tonight. Actually, that was an hour and 20 minutes. That was great. Again, join the Discord. Check out the giveaway that's there for next week. If you want to pick up some Rise, Immortal Workshop has it at immortalworkshop.com. There's a link in the description below for 10% off that, and that's for the Kickstarter. So as soon as he gets his allocation, that would then ship out to you. And I will catch you next week. Thanks for stopping by. Peace. Where's the end broadcast button? Oh no. I don't know what I'm doing. Giggity Rise and Grind.